Today is Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, and today was once again another volatile day. We're in the overnight market, I should say. This was like close to midnight. We were down over 1%, and then it swung up green over 0.5%, and then it swung right back down to about 3.8% down. So 158K for my account, swung up and then back down, swung up, down, and then towards the aftermarket and overnight market, it almost tagged break even for my account, because for those of you that have not heard, Robinhood actually did go ahead and announce a stock buyback of $1.5 billion. So at around $69 a share, that's a little over 2.4% of their market cap. So it is a decent yield. I also have a feeling that if the stock price goes down even more from here, they're just going to kick it up even more because they are very profitable now. You know, this isn't the same Robinhood as back when they first IPO'd and they were losing money, making money, losing money. It was just kind of all over the place, and they were diluting shareholders like crazy. Now we're in the buyback phase where, maybe there is a little bit of stock dilution here and there to, compensate the employees, but they are mostly a stock buyback type of company now. And they don't have to rely on issuing shares to bolster their balance sheet. They just have the cash flow to back their balance sheet now. So this is very good news. That almost took me back to break even on the day, but it did not end up crossing over into the green, unfortunately. As of right now, the day is still not over, obviously. But we have TrendSpider here with his chart. The put call ratio of Robinhood, I guess, is 0.69, which is interesting because that's also the stock price right now, 69. Kind of funny, I guess, but a 55% drawdown, similar to the 55% drawdown back in March of 2025. So, a little bit of history repeating itself here. But I think this buyback is going to help stabilize Robinhood's stock price, and it will obviously bolster up their earnings per share. Their free cash flow per share will go up. So very good news for my number one holding. And as you guys can see, my buying power did go down quite a bit. And that is because I made a lot of very small scatter buys here today that I will show you guys in just a moment. But our top movers of the day, obviously, we have RPX. Once again, another amazing day for oil stocks. And RPX is benefiting tremendously from it. I think RPX has the potential of hitting about $45, $50 a share this year, which is a great upside for a stock that yields basically 5% for me. It pays a hefty dividend, but I still see a lot of potential upside. Obviously, I did have a price target a long time ago saying that we could see sometime in the future RPX hitting $100 a share. That is very much possible, but I think a more realistic price target for this year is around $45, $50. And as you guys can see, for the past year, it's just been in this consolidation period where it's bouncing between 30 and I want to say like 25. So it's just constantly ping-ponging back and forth. Past 5 years, it's been building this huge wedge. So we had this huge spike in 2021, over $50 a share. And then it dropped below 20, basically $17 a share. And then, of course, it swung right back up 46, over 46, swung right back down to 21.50, a little under 22, before swinging back up to about 35, somewhere around there. And then swung back down to 25, obviously. And now it's just making this huge wedge, and all of that consolidation possibly is going to go in a direction. It's going to pick a direction eventually, and I have a feeling it's going to go up, which is probably not good news for gas prices. But hey, if you own oil stocks and energy stocks, I guess you're going to be looking good. But some other stocks that have had some pretty bad days, Of course, Circle, a big loser today that was on the news. And we have Axon. Now, obviously, still only have one option position. My Sprouts covered call, and crypto seems to be doing good. Of course, Hype is bouncing back up 5.5% on the day. So it seems like the market does not think there's going to be any relief to the oil markets here anytime soon. Even with this whole talk of ceasefire, is going to be a ceasefire lasting 1 month? Is it going to be an actual peace deal? Who knows? Honestly, I'm not getting my hopes up for any of that. If I just look at the charts, it looks like that a lot of energy stocks, a lot of commodity stocks are gearing up for a super cycle. And a lot of other energy like big caps, ExxonMobil, Chevron, those have started to break out. A lot of like midstream companies or like, energy infrastructure companies have seen a lot of breakouts. Like KMI is one that comes to mind. They've had a breakout here recently, I believe. And I think WMB is another one. Williams, that's another energy company. I'm just going off the top of my head. They've also outperformed tremendously. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for gas prices. It's unfortunate for the economy, but commodities are doing great. Another thing that I saw on the news today actually was coal. So a lot of coal stocks surprisingly are doing great. Like AMR is one that I saw on Bloomberg. Yeah, if we pull up AMR, this is a coal stock. It's up over 8% today, almost up, or it was up over 10% today. So a lot of commodity stocks, like any companies that deal with resources, those stocks are seeing a squeeze here. And as for my buys here recently, I did go ahead and buy a whole share of Millie in my main account. Now this one, I'm probably just going to trade if we start to see some upside towards like 2K. I'm probably just going to sell my principal, just like you guys always see me doing. And then I'll probably put that fractional into my second account that already has a little bit of Millie, if I'm not mistaken. But we also did make a buy on Lemonade, 40 shares. So I now have 100 shares of Lemonade. Probably going to buy more, but we'll see. I did buy one share of Nike just because I saw that price 52. And even though I already have a ton of Nike and it just keeps going down, literally all of my tax lots are red. I have not made any money on Nike other than a little bit of option positions here and there, maybe. But I just saw that price of 52 and I just had to buy one share. We also did go ahead and buy another share of Axon. I bought 50 shares of IGV, which is more of a longer term swing play. I did think about buying calls on IGV as well. And I'm still having that in my mind when it comes to like my other accounts, like my E-Trade. That's a lot more like options trading heavy. But I think as of right now, it might be better to just have a starting position for a long-term swing in software stocks. I'm not 100% on calls at the moment, but it is possible. I did also go ahead and buy Microsoft, trading at 373, which is shocking. I mean, this was a $400+ stock. I mean, yeah, I know they have some ties with OpenAI and there's a little bit of concerns there, but like, come on. People are saying that software is getting sold because of AI, but Microsoft is also investing in AI, so it doesn't really make sense. But I also bought one share of Apple and all of these small positions like Apple, Microsoft, IGV, Axon, and what else? Melly as well. All these are basically just like little swing plays. I'm probably going to end up buying more. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to swing them, sell my principal, take those profits and just put it into my secondary account most likely. So that is the reason why I brought all of these stocks up to the top, just so I can keep an eye on them. But as for my top 10 positions, it looks like Nike has had a decent day, but most likely only because it's been beaten down so much. RPX is having a great day, obviously. But surprisingly, American Express is having a good day, probably because the Dow was having a good day, which is unfortunate because I did close my cash put yesterday. I think I can still sell it and get more premium than what I gave back. But it is a little disappointing that American Express is going up. Even though I am a shareholder, I would like to see it go down even more just because I want to buy more. But it is what it is. If it decides to just go up to like 400 from here, I'm not going to complain, obviously. Just to give you guys an update on my secondary account, Grievous, I'm not really sure where we left off, but I'm just going to start off here. Just show you guys what I've been buying. I did make one share purchase on the TAN ETF, TAN, which is the solar stock ETF from Invesco, I believe. So that was just one. I think I covered that a long time ago. But just trading, making small trades here and there, small buys, and I do have some little baby dividends coming in. But as for my secondary account, this is my current top 10 holdings. So we got Disney, NASDAQ, Robinhood, we got IGV, GameStop, Amazon, Levi's, which has unfortunately been going down a lot. We got SoFi, well, like most stocks. Nubank, of course. We got Target, MLI, Meta, Netflix, Elf, Reddit, Shopify, TAN. Some Japanese stocks here. We've got Hess, we've got Grab, Bfly, Nog, Lyft, Apple. We got Chevron, Ralph Lauren, Simon Property. Wow, look at that move. Just completely gained back all of its losses in the aftermarket. 178 is not a bad price for SPG. Considering, this is pure profit, but I bought it at 191. Man, there's so many stocks to buy and just not enough money to buy with, which is the issue here. But slowly but surely building up my second account. And as for comments on my previous video, we didn't get too many, but we have Lintaway saying the Robinhood clothes are crazy overpriced, and yeah, I agree with that. We have Big Boot Brawler. Well, actually, now that you mentioned Robinhood clothes, I just noticed that on the Robinhood merch, it actually doesn't tell you where the clothes are from, right? Like it doesn't say made in China or made in the USA or made in, I don't know, like Bangladesh or whatever. It just doesn't have any tag. It has a tag, but it says like 100% cotton and that's it. It doesn't really tell you where it's from or anything like that. So I just thought that was a little bit suspicious, interesting, I don't know. But we have a Big Boot Brawler dropping a ticker that I've never seen before. So I appreciate you kind of making things a little bit interesting and exciting here with the new ticker. Because sometimes it does get kind of boring over here, talking about the same tickers over and over again, like AMD. No offense to you, Tax the Poor, the AMD bull himself. But I do appreciate people that drop some new tickers here to kind of mix things up a little bit. I know PL is another one that was dropped on one of my other videos that I've been looking at recently. But as for AMD, Tax the Poor, I actually am looking into re-entering AMD through the form of the leveraged ETF. So maybe that will be tomorrow, but we'll see. But we have T saying only reptiles don't have emotions. The less you check your port, the better, because you have a winning one. Only time will show. I appreciate the kind words, sir, but I think it's pretty obvious that I do not have emotions. Now, I actually do have an emergency announcement for all of my commenters here. And that announcement is I still have no super chats for the month of March. Last month I did get one super chat and then one Ethereum donation. But this month I got no super chats. So if you guys were interested in spotlighting your comments, my website is in the description. And the website is the only way for you guys to support me. I don't have monetization or sponsorships. So if you guys were looking to super chat, spotlight your comments, that is on my website there up at the top. And if you scroll down here, we also have my unfinished merch if you guys were interested in that.